Hey guys, welcome to a little 2025 reflection video. Sorry, no recipe video this week, but I busted my butt to put up 2 before Christmas because I wanted you guys to have a cookie recipe and an easy snack recipe for Christmas. So I figured no one's going to be baking the weekend after Christmas, so I thought I would do a little reflection on specifically my 2025 YouTube career and my bakery business that I've been growing the last 3 years. I started in 2022. But first off, I wanted to say I hope everyone had a great holiday, and thank you to all the people that have been supporting me over the last 5 years on YouTube and the last couple of years with my bakery. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about my YouTube career. And I put a lot more into my YouTube this year than I have in the past 4 or 5 years on YouTube. I uploaded 79 videos, which sounds like a lot, but compared to most YouTubers that put up 2 or 3 videos a week, that's 100 to 150, ish videos. And that's what YouTube wants. They want you constantly posting, constantly in people's eyes, like in front of people on screens on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, obviously. But for one, I don't have time for that. And plus, I don't really like it. Like, I'm not a social media person in general. Like, I came up in the generation where it was just kind of starting out. It's not something that I like doing. I don't like being on the computer or on social media all the time. So I'm not a very good YouTuber. I prioritize quality over quantity, and I try to put up the best recipes and the best videos I can. And I don't like putting up just, random content to you guys to get, myself in front of people. So I haven't done great on YouTube. This year I put up the most I've ever put up, and I still only made like just below $7,000 for this entire year, which is a little over 500 average a month. But with my other revenue streams, with the Buy Me Coffees and Amazon and Patreon, I made a little bit more than that. But that was one of the reasons why I needed to get my bakery business going. And I did that last year with the shipping. I started it in 2022 with a brick and mortar, but I got pregnant, had a baby, and then tried to get back into YouTube, and it wasn't really creating the revenue I needed for, a career. So I got back into the bakery business with vendor shows, and they're just a lot of work, and they were so hit or miss that I decided to start the shipping. And that's one thing that YouTube has helped me out a lot with is, the free advertising basically for my bakery business in my video. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal. I haven't spent a lot of money in advertising because I'm putting up videos every week that have, my shipping info in there. So YouTube is great in that respect for me because, it helps with that revenue stream. But I put a lot of extra work in this year on YouTube, and it doesn't really reflect in the revenue. So I think moving forward in 2026, I'm not going to put as much pressure on myself to produce a lot of videos, like extra videos. I do still want to put up, my 1 recipe video a week, but I need to find other more lucrative avenues to build a career because YouTube ain't it for me. The reason I started my YouTube is because I didn't like the quick and easy keto recipes or the recipes that were complicated but weren't thorough and would result in throwing out product. So when I started my YouTube channel, it was to show you how to make the best recipes possible because I was sick of trying things and not being happy with the results. But in today's day and age, it's all about the trends, the quick recipes, the least amount of ingredients, and stuff like that. And I may try to dabble in some of that stuff in the new year, but a lot of times it doesn't result in the best product possible, which is if I'm going to eat something and waste the calories on it, I want it to be good. I don't want it just to be like, oh, that's fine. Like I'm one of those people that I'd rather have quality over quantity. So in the new year, I am going to focus more on my bakery business. I do want to get started, well, continue on my cookbook. What I've done so far is literally just putting a list of recipes I want to have in it. But again, that takes a lot of work because I got to remake all those recipes, and I have like 80 on the list. Plus design the cookbook, take new pictures, make sure everything works the same. Plus the biggest downfall to keto baking is people not understanding different brands, different sweeteners, different flours, and what can be swapped. And I want to put that in the cookbook, so I'm gonna have to write that. I also want to put out a video about that at some point with all the pitfalls and things I've learned with swapping things and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm going to put as much pressure on myself to get videos out because it takes a lot of work to edit videos. Recipe videos are literally the hardest to shoot and the hardest to edit. I mean, you have multiple camera angles that you got to piece together. You know, I have over an hour of footage most times on a recipe and cutting it down to try to get it under 20 minutes, but it's really hard to do. Plus make it interesting, you know, put in your personality and stuff like that. And I'm constantly battling myself with trying to cut my content down because that's not what people want to see now, unfortunately. That's why most of my audience is 65 and older, because they liked watching those cooking shows back in the day and they actually enjoy baking and stuff like that. I'm a minority in my generation that likes the short form videos and the reels and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to put up a recipe video every week, but I'm not gonna try to put up extra. And I might try to put up some easier recipes, but again, the easier recipes for me are like my spinach artichoke dip, which got like no views. So it's like, you got to have a quick bread or a quick this or quick that. That's like something that people really want. That's, you know, normally really difficult to make. I enjoy making delicious bread from doughs that are keto, you know, but it takes a lot longer to make. But that's what I enjoy, and I really appreciate all the subscribers that have been with me for a long time, and they enjoy, you know, the long form videos and enjoy baking just as much as I do. It's just not what is getting pushed on YouTube, unfortunately. So I don't think YouTube is going to be a main focus in the coming year. I love figuring out new recipes. So like, it's so hard for me to try to cut back because I love experimenting and I love figuring out the next hardest recipe, you know? So it's going to be hard for me to do that, but I need to do what makes me money. And unfortunately, doing all the experimenting also just literally wastes money. So it's hard to justify wasting all the money in order to have one video that does really well. I'll get spikes in views, but then it'll just drop off after that video. Like, it doesn't continue, and I don't continue growth. It's, you know, I'll spike, I'll gain a bunch of subscribers, and then I'm back down to nothing. So it's because my videos aren't being pushed to people because they're not what YouTube pushes to people. I'm gonna work on hopefully shipping new products and figuring out packaging and just working on the bakery side of things. I haven't done any local advertising at all. So that's another revenue stream I have that I haven't even tapped into just because I haven't had the time, because I've been putting so much into shipping and YouTube. I spend one whole day editing plus every morning and nap of hands editing, plus writing the blog post and the thumbnails and all that stuff. So I don't use AI at all. I know people have said that I should get into using AI too. I'm worried about the environmental impact of AI and, you know, it taking over people's jobs like mine. You know, people can just put into ChatGPT, give me a great keto bread recipe, and it'll spit something out for you. So I don't even know how long my career of recipe making is going to be viable anymore. I'm going to be into the realm of having to sell to people that don't want to do the baking themselves. I don't want to leave YouTube because I know there's so many of my loyal subscribers that enjoy my videos every week. And it's just hard because I wish things were different. But it is what it is. I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't gain subscribers like a lot of other new keto YouTubers because I've been around for so long that I don't get pushed So there's new YouTubers that gain 10,000 subscribers a month. I gain 400 to 1,000, which is nothing in the scheme of things. So I don't think my growth on YouTube is ever going to get to the point where I can make a sustainable career out of it. So I have to figure out a different career. I was really hoping to work out because, you know, I really enjoy it. But after this year, putting up 79 videos and over 52 recipe videos, I just don't think it's ever gonna happen for me. But like I said, I'm not gonna go away completely. I don't think I'll ever be able to unless, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. We'll see, I guess. You gotta stay tuned to find out. But definitely stay tuned for, you know, shipping updates. They'll probably be very short videos. If I can even do that, maybe I'll just do community posts, or I'll just kind of put a note in my Saturday videos of things that are happening. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to continue working on that. I'm going to continue hopefully on the cookbook. I need to take some time to really get my bakery organized after this crazy holiday season. It has gotten crazy with all the new equipment, and we've moved a lot of stuff around, and I need to organize and deep clean. I got my health inspection coming up, my birthday's coming up, so a lot of stuff in the near future that I need to focus on. I am going to be putting up videos. I have a lot of videos that I shot that didn't fit into the holiday season, or like I wanted to get up all those candy videos, so I ended up like figuring out candy recipes real quick and putting those up in October instead of some of the videos I shot earlier to put up in those time slots. So the next couple of weeks are going to be like videos I shot 4 months ago or something like that. And I'm just going to be focusing on getting the bakery done and maybe trying to figure out some new recipes for like the month of February. It's all going through with trends. Like, you got to do, next is Valentine's Day. Probably be trying to figure out some recipes for Valentine's Day. And then Easter, and then, you know, summertime, which is ice creams and all that stuff. So that is my plan going forward for 2026. Again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for ordering from my bakery business. I do now ship to 48 states. I'm sorry, Alaska and Hawaii. But I'm going to continue, you know, changing things up on my website, and I need to eventually rework my website. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get done, but that's my plan for 2026. I hope to see you all there, see you in the comments. I love hearing from all you guys. And I hope everyone has a great New Year's and you stick to that keto lifestyle using some of my delicious recipes. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, although I don't think you'd be watching if you're not subscribed. But if you aren't, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for all notifications. As always, I'll be back with many more keto, dessert, and meal recipes. Bye guys. Happy keto baking, or just eating yummy keto foods.